Hello, ghettoman here with a little side issue. How would you feel if somebody forced you to buy somebody else's goods or services under penalty of law, and that if you didn't buy them, that you would be fined and or put in jail? How would you feel about that? Well, anyway, I was watching the local news today, and I heard one of the protesters. They were screaming that Trump is a fascist and all this stuff like that, and people who support Trump are fascist. And not that I support Trump or anything like that. It's just that these words that they throw around, fascist. What is a fascist? It's obvious that these protesters haven't a clue what fascism is. Well, I'm going to give you a clear definition, and then I'm going to give you some examples of fascism right here in the good old U.S. of A. Anyway, it was Mussolini that coined the phrase fascism, which is fascism is when you take corporations and you merge them with government. So the corporations basically become the government. They're the ones who write the laws, legislator passes the laws, and then the laws are enforced upon the people. A really good example of that is the insurance companies. They're private companies, they're corporations, and what they have done is they have lobbied Congress, and they have created legislation. They wrote it. They've got Congress to pass it. And as a good example is the financial responsibility laws for driving an automobile. They say that you have to carry this insurance in order for you to go ahead and drive the vehicle. Well, first of all, insurance is just something that a person gets if they feel that they have a need. They're worried about their house burning down, or they're worried about somebody running into their car. It is that person who buys the insurance to protect their property from somebody who may damage it. That's what it's there for. And it's something that you can freely choose to do or choose not to do. But most people chose to do it even when it wasn't mandatory. But the moment they made it mandatory, said you have to buy the insurance, at that point, you're being forced to purchase something that you may or may not want to purchase. And as a free person, the government can't force you to buy somebody else's goods or products. That would be as crazy. It'd be like, having to show your proof of shopping at Walmart or Kmart or something. And if you couldn't show that you had shopped there, then, of course, they're going to go ahead and fine you, or if you can't pay the fine, they're going to go ahead and throw you in jail. It's crazy. The so-called Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, just taking a look at it, totally unconstitutional, forcing everybody to purchase health care insurance. And then, on top of it, they take and say that if you don't purchase it, then they're going to fine you, and they're going to take a portion of your property away from you. In this case, most cases, they'll take away maybe the refund you have coming back from the IRS. But the thing is that they're going to take your property from you and penalize you because you choose not to, or maybe you can't afford to do something. And the way the system is set up, it's set up so that once you can't afford it and they put a fine on it, they take, let's say, your income tax return from that. They pay for the fine. Next time the fine's higher, and maybe your income tax return won't cover the fine. So what do? They go ahead and now attach your property. And this can go on until they can finally take every piece of property you have simply because you're too poor to buy the insurance, or you choose to exercise your sovereign right to buy something or not to buy something. It's just completely crazy. And people, they sit here and they think that the government say, well, they passed a law, it's a law. As we talked about before, that when an unconstitutional law has been passed, it's void before it even becomes an idea. Well, anyway, fascism, that's fascism. When the insurance companies write all the laws, then Congress passes a law and then enforces the law for a private company using the government to enforce this. You're buying their product or pay a penalty. That's fascism. That's what fascism is. And whether fascism comes in, fascism can come in communist fascism, socialist fascism, but fascism is when you merge the corporation with the state. And another good example is the Federal Reserve banking system that we have in this country. It is pure fascism. It is a private bank. It has stockholders. It pays stocks. It's secret, of course. Nobody can find out who these people are. It is it creates all the money that we use in the United States. It creates it out of thin air and basically loans it to us at full face value and tax interest on it, and runs our entire economy completely independent of all the other three branches of government. It isn't even a part of our government. It is totally a corporate entity, and that we're using the money that we use today, the paper money, is private bank money. It's private bank money. Federal Reserve, what says Federal Reserve Bank across the top. And if it were issued by the United States, it would say United States across the top. United States note, Federal Reserve note. They're both different. One is issued by our government. The other is issued by a private bank that works in concert with government to control the entire economy of the United States. So fascism, when you hear somebody say, you're a fascist, just remember, fascism is merging the business corporations with the state, just like the insurance companies have and just like the Federal Reserve has. And when they do that, then they take control over you by using the legislature to enforce you to buy their product or service. And if you don't, then there's a penalty attached. I know it's crazy, but that's what we have in this country. Well, anyway, this is the Ghettoman, and thank you for watching.